What's up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. And if you hear my fan, I'm so sorry, but it's too damn hot, and I live in the South. I live in Texas, so it's hot as fuck. So you're gonna probably hear this fan. But anyway, welcome to a new episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. I am Brandon Janeau, and like always, podcast platforms everywhere. BrandonJaneauShow. Uh, Sometimes you just gotta space it. Sometimes it's together, but it's all BrandonJaneauShow. Um, also, uh, social media, Instagram, TikTok, Brand New Show. Brand New Show underscore is my Instagram. Brand New Show TikTok. On TikTok is all together. Don't have to space it. It's all together. And also on YouTube, YouTube channel, Brandon Janeau Show. Uh, yes. So go subscribe, follow, all that, man. Damn. Damn, man. If you know what it is, it's time, man. Uh, to talk about it. This is Wrestling Life, Night of Champions. Um, Rate review show. Um, Damn. What just happened is I fucking iconic, man. That shit was good. Holy shit. Um, yeah. Is the bloodline done? Or is it just starting to be at its conclusion? Because that's kind of what I feel. It's just starting. It's not like it's over and done with. But whoo, boy, that main event was and fucking incredible. Um, yeah. As you know, this is the rate and review show. I rate and review on WWE pay per views after they go off, and so the pay per view just went off. Night of Champions. Um, in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And as you know, if you ever seen me do this rate review show, you know that I do. I talk about my least favorite match to my most favorite match of the night, and if I have more than 5 stars, which I do on here, uh, I talk about my least favorite match of the my least favorite 5-star match, but all of them still 5-star match, but just a match that I thought just wasn't better than these two matches. But um, yeah, this was a handful of stuff. You couldn't really just 100% um, sleep on this pay per view. It was really good actually. Um, so yeah, so I started off with my least favorite match, and I go all the way to my favorite match, and I do the rating. The stars ranking is 1 star, which is rarely I rarely give a 1 star. It's barely there. Yeah, but to 5. Like I said, 5 stars is the highest I go on a ranking. So on the rating, I should say. Uh, so yeah. So let's kick it off with my least favorite match of Night of Champions, and that is Rhea Ripley versus Natalya for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It's not really much to talk about. It was a 2-minute match. Happy birthday, Natalia, because they didn't give a shit about you in this match. They just let you get your ass whooped, and this was kind of the thing about Rhea, right? This is you got to continue to build Rhea for a worthy challenger, and that is the thing about this. And the question is, who the fuck is the worthy challenger? Because I don't want to see her fight Ronda. Maybe Shayna and her can rehash what they did in NXT, which would be dope as fuck, and I think should happen. But they're gonna have Ronda and Shayna win the women's tag team titles Monday, so Shayna's not gonna get out of that, and also they're not gonna push Shayna first over Ronda Rousey. So even if I want to see it, and I know probably a lot of wrestling fans want to see Shayna versus Rhea, we're probably never gonna get that because they're gonna push Ronda first, which is the stupidest shit. But I don't know who the fuck will fight Rhea next. I'm gonna be honest with you. This match lasted literally 2 fucking minutes. It didn't last long, which is great. They needed a squash match. They needed something to kind of just get the crowd kind of calm down. Um, I actually thought this would be the last match, the second to last match on the card, but they actually put it right after the other women's title match, and I thought that was a pretty smart move, pretty fucking brilliant move to do. Um, yeah, like I said, it wasn't even a real match. It was 2 fucking minutes. I gave it 2 stars just because Rhea is Rhea. I mean, this was the most squash match of squash matches. Um, and yeah, Rhea won this easily, and she should have. This was not even. It wasn't going to be a competition. It wasn't going to be really that hard for her to fight Natalya because nobody really thought Natalya had a chance, and that was good. And also, you beat somebody that is one of the pillars of wrestling for women, of the last decade. So that was a good thing. So yeah, I give it 2 stars. I really wasn't into this match. I actually had this shit on mute for most of the fucking. It was only 2 minutes, so I had this shit on mute. I didn't really give a shit about this match. I saw Rhea beat her ass. I was like, that makes sense. Squash match, because that was the only squash match I felt like. That was the only match on this card that felt like it could be a squash match. They were gonna probably do that to Mustafa Ali because Mustafa Ali uh, kind of comes from like I think you know Saudi Arabia and all that. So well, I got his family and stuff. So yeah, they weren't gonna probably do that to Mustafa Ali, but Natalya they could kind of do that to her. I mean, she shouldn't have been in the ring with Rhea anyway. Let's be real. Um, my second match on here that I gave stars to, I gave to the other women's championship match, Bianca versus Asuka. I gave that for the Raw Women's Championship. I gave that 4 stars. The reason why I gave it 4 stars, I was actually gonna give it 3.5, but the title switch was kind of like, whoa, that left me speechless for like a good 30 seconds. I was like, shit, like a good 30 to 45 seconds. I was like, wait, they did it, holy shit. And excuse me, all in all, this match was decent. It wasn't like it was at WrestleMania, and it was kind of like a little wonky for most of the match. Uh, yeah, Oscar kept grabbing Bianca's hair. It was like I get that. That's kind of like the trait of like all the women that's fighting Bianca. Like you grab her hair and you gotta just like go at it. But there's other things you could do to Bianca to beat her, and I think that this was kind of that situation. Now that she's broken a record, it makes sense to get the title off of her because let's be real, who the fuck beats Bianca? Same thing with Rhea. Who the fuck beats Rhea? Did I think she was gonna lose the match tonight? No, not really. But this kind of also makes me think they're gonna probably put in Money in the Bank because Liv Morgan is gone. So it doesn't really make me think any different. I think now Bianca's probably gonna be in Money in the Bank and probably win a briefcase and probably beat Oscar. And then at SummerSlam they're gonna have another fight. That's what I'm assuming. The crowd really wasn't into this match. They only popped when Oscar won, and that was the only time they really popped. And it was like I said, it was an okay match. It wasn't. I don't know if they styles just don't mix. It just there's something about this. It just the styles don't mix. Like I said, it was 4 stars. I gave it 4 stars. It wasn't really that great of a match. It was cool. I think like I said, the pop maybe because Oscar won is why I pushed it to 4 stars. But it was okay. It was decent. It was eh. It wasn't better than WrestleMania, but it was a standard Bianca and Oscar match kind of to me. So yeah. Um. Um. So next, is Gunther versus Mustafa Ali, for the Intercontinental Championship. I actually gave this 4.5 stars. I actually liked it really much. I watched it actually in my car. But they let Mustafa see. This is the thing. Mustafa gets the ball rolling, and then WWE fucks it up. I don't know how you continuously fuck up this man's momentum every fucking time. He does it on his own. He has matches. He had a match against Bobby Lashley when Bobby Lashley was the U.S. champion, and then you fucking just put him to the wayside. He had a match against Seth Rollins when Seth Rollins was the champ. Then you put him to the wayside. He just had a match against Gunther tonight. and today, and he's gonna get pushed to the fucking wayside. Like, if to be honest, I actually think you should probably put him in Money in the Bank, and let's just see what fucking happens. I don't think he wins it, but you gotta stop. You gotta stop starting and stopping this kid. That's what I was trying to say. You gotta start. You gotta stop starting and stopping him, because if you continuously do this, this is a reason why he goes on social media and he bashes the company sometimes, because it's just like, I can get myself over. You just don't want to push me. And I don't know if that's a Triple H thing or if that's a Vince thing. That's just a fucking company thing, because they just don't see him. Outside of Rey Mysterio, they don't push guys small with that athleticism and that ability to just go. The man powerbombed Gunther tonight. Powerbombed him. And somehow, some way, he still can't get that type of look. I don't understand this shit. The match, all in all, Gunther is one of the best fucking champions. I'm happy that he's on his card and not Austin Theory. I am not a huge Austin Theory fan. How many times I gotta say that shit? I am not an Austin Theory fan. I will never be an Austin Theory fan, because at the end of the day, I don't think they know what to really do with the kid, and I think they're just giving him fucked up advice, and they don't know, and they don't have no idea how to push him. Whereas for Gunther, just put him in the ring and let him fight. That is it. You don't gotta do all that fucking flashy light shit. Gunther is the best IC champion I've seen in years, and they always fuck up the IC title runs for a lot of these people. But I haven't seen a title run like this since Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens, and John and the Miz in like the early 2000s, like mid 2015, 2016. Like, when they kept always battling for the titles. Like, this is what this looks like. So 4.5 stars. I gave this 4.5 stars because I thought the match was fucking phenomenal. I really, really did. I liked it a lot. So I didn't realize I got 4 fucking 5-star matches. Holy shit. So I'm gonna go with my least favorite 5-star match, and I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. Now, you're probably listening to this and thinking I'm crazy for saying that, but I didn't see the beginning of the match, and I feel like I know kind of how I knew how the beginning of the match was gonna be, but I didn't really get a chance to see the beginning of the match. But it was like the ending of the match. If like it was like the ending of the match, fucking phenomenal. Like, the ending of this match is incredible, and they're gonna probably fight at Money in the Bank. I don't think they're gonna fight at SummerSlam. I think they're gonna fight at Money in the Bank. Um, it gives Cody at least what, a month to kind of get his arm healed up. Um, Brock's got one. Cody now has one. So, and Cody didn't beat Brock clean and Backlash, and Brock didn't, and Cody passed out. He didn't tap out to Brock at Night of Champions. But all in all, man, this was a really, Cody is a tough son of a bitch. He's a tough son of a bitch. He passed out. For all that Cody could do in this match, he did a really fucking well job. I know he was gonna use the cast, which I that's obvious. I thought he would come out like the Undertaker when he had this big ass cast when Brock Lesnar did that same shit he did to Cody Monday Night. He did that shit to the Undertaker. When they were supposed to have their rematch for the WWE Championship, back on SmackDown, way back in like 2003, two, two, yeah, 2002, yeah. It was like Brock's rookie year. It was like right after he won, he went into a feud with the Undertaker. So they had a match at No Mercy, which is one of my favorite Hell in a Cell matches still to this day. Um, but yeah, I expected this match to be kind of what it was. Cody hit him with the crossroads, kept going with the crossroads. Brock, of course, eventually would get the Kimura lock on him. He broke out of the first one. The first time he did it, broke out of it. Went for another crossroads, got it, and then Brock kind of caught him and put him in the F5. Cody kicked out of it. And a lot of people would think that's like, okay, well, why is this a 5-star match? Is the fact that Cody even fought this fucking dude with a broken arm is one fucking thing. Like, that is the best you can ask for. Cody's a tough son of a bitch. We just saw the man in Hell in a Cell. Like he fought Seth in Hell in a Cell. Like this is one of those situations where I felt like Cody couldn't win. But I think at Money in the Bank. Oh, I don't think they're gonna push it to SummerSlam. I think they're gonna push it to Money in the Bank. Um, but yeah, I think it was a better match than what people would expect. So yeah, 5 stars. I give it 5 stars. Um, the next match, uh, yeah, and that's Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. The best build up of all the women's matches lived up to the fucking hype. It Trish looked Trish looked like she hasn't retired. Like that like Lita looked like she retired and she couldn't like do what she was usually doing in the ring. Trish seems like she still got cardio strength. She could still go in the ring. This match was actually really fucking good. I knew Becky and Trish was gonna fight right after Set because right after every time Set Becky fights, the next one the you know next person fights, so the husband and wife for a reason. So, but this was really good. It caught it kept the fans intrigued. It was really a great match from start to finish. Zoe Stark helped Trish win, which we kind of knew was going to happen, and I don't think they're going to fight again 1-on-1 until SummerSlam. And they're going to prolong it. I think at Money in the Bank, Lita comes back, and I think she helps Becky Lynch fight Trish and Zoe Stark. Um, that's my prediction for that. And I think at SummerSlam, Becky Lynch fights Trish in some stipulation match. I don't know what it would be, but it was going to be definitely a stipulation match. I gave it 5 stars as well. I think it's one of the best 5-star matches, especially for the women's side. And it's kind of interesting. It's crazy to say that somebody that hadn't had a singles one-on-one match in like fucking what they said 6 years, but really it's like what 2017? I think they said 2017. Yeah, 2017. So no, that's not you 6. Yeah, 6 years. So 2017 was the last one-on-one match she had, and that was against Charlotte, and that's our first win in a singles match since our retirement match against Lita. So yeah, that was an incredible match. Trish actually showed a lot of these young girls in the locker room like I can do this better than you can sometimes. Like this shit is crazy. Like what John Cena told Roman Reigns, I'm still here because you can't do your job. I can do this part time better than you ever could for. And that's kind of how I looked at that match. It was kind of like a reprimandum of like, damn, Trish can still go in the ring. Becky did what Becky was supposed to do. This was a great match. This is one of the best matches Becky had in a long time. Like Becky always goes out there. I think she is the female equivalent of her husband Seth Rollins. Like she goes out there every fucking match and she puts on a fucking banger. It's not a hard match to you know what you're gonna get from a Becky match, and I think that's the beauty of Becky Lynch. It's hard to find somebody like her that is gonna always find a way to give you a banger of a match. So yeah. All right. So of course I got 2 5-star matches. Now this is hard. I could go for straight just the incredible wrestling, or I could go for the incredible storyline telling, the storytelling. One was the start off match. It was the beginning of the night. It was the first match. It crowned a new World Heavyweight Champion. Or I could go for the main event, which was for the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, and why I came in all flustered, thinking in my head, holy shit, did the bloodline just fucking break up? The second to last match that I thought was great is Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Champion to become the first WWE World Heavyweight Champion. This match is fucking incredible. You expect it to be because it's Seth fucking Rollins. And it's AJ goddamn Styles. It's phenomenal and the visionary. It's supposed to be great. And it's for the first ever World Heavyweight Championship. And I saw so many people immediately from the whole week be like, I want AJ Styles to win the title. I want AJ Styles to win the title. And that's cool. It's okay. But let's be real. Um, Seth should have won the fucking title. like he's the one on Raw. Like he's the one on Raw. He should win the title. That's kind of obvious. But Seth also has been busting his ass for the last couple of years. And I'm not just talking about because Roman got the fucking titles, the undisputed titles, around his waist. No, I'm talking about like before the pandemic, Seth Rollins, and after the pandemic, Seth Rollins. This man has been busting his ass for the last couple of years. And I'm not just saying this because he's one of my favorite wrestlers, but pay a fucking attention to this man. Y'all turned on him when he won the Universal title immediately. And I don't understand why the fuck y'all did that. And and this is the thing about what he said in a video. And I saw some people say this on social media that, you know, I saw this on YouTube. And somebody was like, one of the guys on the run of the shows I watch for wrestling, he was like, he was talking about how he's never been a handpicked guy, but yet they're showing pictures of him with multiple titles. Just because you have won multiple titles doesn't mean you're Roman fucking Reigns. And that is what he meant. Seth has never been Roman, and they have always pushed Roman. You could listen to Seth when he said when they created the Shield, once they finally got the Shield under control and they knew what they were trying to do, WWE would literally go up to him and Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, and tell them, we need to get Roman his moments in this match. Whereas when he comes into the ring, he just automatically gets going. Spear, Superman punch. He was the powerhouse of the group, but they always knew Roman was going to be what you see today. So Seth, and this is why Seth winning the WWE Championship at WrestleMania did leave an impact because the company was pushing Roman and nobody wanted Roman. So they had to get the fuck out the decision because Brock had resigned, but at the time we didn't know Brock was staying in WWE. He was pretty much going to WrestleMania 31 under no contract. And so Seth was never the handpicked guy. He was never the fucking guy. And it's kind of ironic because he's going up against a guy who has also never been the handpicked guy, and that's AJ Styles. Maybe in TNA, but never in WWE. And to have these two men go out there and put on a fucking classic, because this is definitely match of the year. Um, Quality, it's up there. It's WrestleMania, Gunther, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, WrestleMania, Roman, Cody. Quality, like this shit was incredible. It was one of the best matches, and man, man. Um, I I uh I think this show sets talent, but it also gives AJ Styles a chance when whatever they do with this fucking undisputed title. If Roman keeps it or whatever, it gives AJ Styles a chance to be a worthy number one contender. And I think this is why they did the SmackDown bracket because they need somebody that's going to actually compete against Roman at some point, or just compete for the fucking Universal Championships when Roman loses them because you need somebody to fight who the fuck is the champion because somebody's got to come to SmackDown or somebody's going to have to beat Roman on SmackDown. Let's say Cody Rhodes does get in the Money in the Bank and he wins the Money in the Bank and he beats Roman Reigns. Then he moves to SmackDown. Who the fuck is he fighting? AJ Styles proved it tonight that he can go at any moment. And I feel like this is the best scenario. And I saw so many people say, I like Seth, but I want AJ to win. I've seen this for the last couple of weeks since the fucking tournament was announced. There's been Edge and there's now AJ and there was this and this. Seth was always the guy. He was supposed to win his fucking title. Seth is at his highest peak of his career, and y'all are now questioning the decision of him being the champ. And that is not y'all questioning. I don't want to say questioning the decision because I see many people be like, "Nah, I like Seth. He should be the guy." But this is what he's saying when he says, "But he's never been the handpicked guy." I feel like right now, him winning the World Heavyweight Championship, and then his interview after the sorts, literally saying, "I'm not going a damn place. I am here to stay. I am the champion of Raw. I am going to be there from the moment I lose this title." That is something. All in all, the match was phenomenal. These two men, man, they go out there and give classics, man. That's just the way it is. And together, probably two of the best wrestlers that can entertain and also give you a great quality match. It's the best, man. Seth and AJ, great. Congratulations to the goat Seth freaking Rollins for winning the World Heavyweight Championship, being the first World Heavyweight Champion of WWE. Man, that's a hell of a honor, man. Coming in at number one, but the best match of the night. I feel like I keep saying this shit, and I'm like tired of it, but it's really fucking good because the storyline is just fucking incredible. Um, Coming in as my favorite match of the night, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Bloodline. I hate this story. I hate this fucking storyline. I hate it because when I'm done with it, I'm like, this shit is stupid. They pulled me the fuck back in. I hate these sons of bitches. I hate them. Damn, this match was good. Okay, so Sammy kicking it off, speaking in Abric. Oh my god, I can't talk. Oh my god. Um, Speaking in oh my god. Speaking in the native tongue of Saudi Arabia to start off the match to introduce him and Kevin Owens pretty much already got me like I was like yeah, but this felt like Roman Sammy in Montreal, but just in Saudi Arabia. That crowd was all KO and Sammy, and Roman is the best heel in the business. I know Dominic has had his chance and all that. Roman's the best heel in the business. That son of a bitch is good at this shit. This match gave Solo a chance to shine on another level and another platform. I thought it was an incredible match, man. A lot of back and forth. We already knew the ref was gonna get hit at some point to set up what we saw at the end, but you can see Roman chirping with the ref the entire time. So when he did hit the ref, it wasn't on some how the fuck did that just happen? Why did it happen? He was telling the ref the entire time, like, yo, like count, like do what I tell you to do, and it won't be no problems, pretty much. And once they finally, and then when he finally speared him, it kind of was like, okay, that makes sense. Um, this match was incredible, man. I don't even know how long it was. It might be like 15, 20, 30 minutes, maybe 20, 15, 20. But it was a great fucking match, man. It was such a great match. Um, the storyline, man, is probably one of the rare few that WWE can still find new ways to create to pull on that yarn, to pull on that yarn, a ball, that ball of yarn, and just find a way to get us still intrigued by the storyline. And man, to see the Usos pop up, which we knew they were coming, but to see them pop up and then to see them get in the ring, both kick Sammy separately, and then end up kicking Solo. That's an accident. That's like obvious. That's an accident. But it creates the energy of Solo now. I'm thinking in his head, y'all did that shit intentional because of what you did after that. And that's also where Roman could get in Solo's head and be like, your brothers don't love you. They cost us the match. What are you doing? And then to see Roman get in the match and literally tell Jimmy and Jay, I didn't, I didn't tell y'all to come here. I didn't ask y'all to come here. I didn't tell you to be here. I told y'all to stay at home. And he shoves Jimmy in the face, compacted with the last couple of weeks of Jimmy and Roman's on-screen situation, where Roman has pretty much been telling Jay, like, you seem like you want to do something, do something, do something, do something, do something. And then you see, Jay trying to like control him, like, yo, like, chill, chill, chill. This is what I keep saying. Jay is the one that has to break. Jimmy breaking is okay, and that's cool, and that's awesome to see what he did tonight. That was awesome. But Jay breaking is a different type of energy because Jay knows if I go with this idea, this is the reason. See, let's go back to all the way to when this shit even started, right? Like I've always said, Jay is the one person that got beat into the bloodline. He got beat into this disobedience. Jimmy just volunteered and just jumped into it because his brother was in it. Roman was kind of like making him feel like he was a part of something. Solo also was just sent by the elders and was put into the bloodline. Whereas for Jay, he's the only one that had a chance to be the tribal chief. So you see what happens then, and then you see around the time Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn had to get together. What happens? Jay comes back. He gives Sami a hug, and then he kicks him in the fucking face. Jay literally said, "You think I had a choice? Like my brother was gonna get beat down if I didn't join the bloodline again, stay in the bloodline." So in his head, Jay remembers, oh shit, like Roman has done this to me before. But you see Jimmy say, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. And just kick Roman in the fucking face. And Jay's like, what are you doing? Kind of like like them doing it to Sami at Royal Rumble. It's kind of ironic. Like, what are you doing? And Jimmy just kicked Roman. And he's just like, I'm doing what you should have done a long time ago. And you're like, he ain't your brother. I am. Come on, let's go. Come on. Like, come on. I'm about to, like, let's go. To see this play out the way it played out, man, is incredible, man. I like I said, I hate this storyline because it's so fucking good. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn retain their titles, but it's way more about this is finally going to let Kevin Owens and Sami move on from the bloodline, which also prompts now Roman and Solo to fight, which is what I thought would happen. Is Jimmy is going to fight Roman eventually. Like I thought eventually they were going to have to fight. The last couple weeks have kind of proved it. Um, I know people are gonna say it should be a tag team match of Money in the Bank, but I think you should just let Roman fight Jimmy, and that will make Jay finally get out of this you know trance that he is in when it comes to this. I gotta protect the bloodline because the only reason why you're still in the bloodline is because of Jimmy, and Jimmy just showed you I don't need this shit. Like you don't need this shit. We can leave. We're all own men. We can leave, which is very important to have in the storyline. All in all, man, Night of Champions was really good. They had a really squash match. Was supposed to be a squash match. The women's championship match was okay. Just the winner was shocking. But all in all, man, it was a really good fucking pay per view, man. Let's be real on all fronts. It was a really good fucking pay per view. I think it was one of those pay per views that you can like it or you can hate it. It just WWE's done pretty well with the prom events. They suck at the build-ups, but the prom events have been fucking incredible. Like the build-ups were sucked. Backlash sucked. This one sucked. It's fucking terrible. But when they finally get in the ring and do it, it's fucking incredible pay-per-view. So yeah, I think this was pretty fucking good. I think the Bloodline storyline is gonna sell Money in the Bank at SummerSlam. That's like obvious. Um, I can't wait to see what happens. Until then, uh, it's been the Wrestling Life, WWE Night of Champions Rating Review Show. I'm Brandon Janeau. Hope you guys enjoy this. Peace.